Is this good like this?
Yep. Do you think it's possible for you to achieve wealth in America? I'm here to teach you a 12-month step-by-step blueprint from a mathematical perspective on how you can use your money combined with the market as math as your framework so that you can accelerate your wealth in 12 months. You guys want to learn how? Number one, wealth is just an equation. Do you guys know what Albert Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world? It was compound interest. Those who know it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it. Compound interest is the first key to accelerating your wealth. You don't want to steady 1%, right? You want to accelerate it. That is your wealth formula, is the amount of money you have in the bank, 1 plus the rate of return to the nth power, how many times you compound it. So if I can teach you how to earn a 1% return a day, where you can compound it every day, not every year, this is how you accelerate your wealth. You guys follow? So equation number one, actually, this is number two. Financial freedom is when you have your passive income, the money that your money is making for you, exceed your monthly expenses. Because when your money can make enough money to pay your bills, you don't need a job no more. Financial freedom. All right. So how do we create enough passive income? If I have $10,000 of bills, how do I create $10,000 of passive income? I can put it in investments. Real estate, too much money. Crypto, too volatile. Where can I do it? Kalshi, Polymarket, the edges are too wide. Bet on sports, FanDuel, DraftKings, I have to pay a premium. The most liquid market is the S&P 500, folks. Why trade any other market when you can trade the S&P 500 market itself? Now you're putting your money to work for you in a level playing field. You could be the buyer, you could be the seller. It's all based on probabilities and patterns. Because as traders, we take patterns to make predictions, and then we use probabilities and turn them into profits. You guys with me? All right. So if you want to learn how to accelerate your wealth, you can't be an employee, right? You can't work a 9-to-5 job. You're trading your hard-earned hours for money. You can be self-employed, but still, you got to manage all these other people. In order to create wealth, you got to be in the last two quadrants. You either got to create your own business that can generate monthly revenue, income, or invest, be a trader, and make your money generate income for you. Well, guess what? Let's accelerate it by making trading our business. Now we're using the two areas where we can accelerate our wealth with tax advantages and let our money work for us so that we don't have to work for it. All right. Next lesson. But Mr. Pham, I don't have that much money. I don't know what to do in the stock market. Boo-hoo. You know why? Because nobody ever taught you. It's not your fault. They don't teach this to you in school. They don't teach it to you in college. You got to do it through the school of hard knocks. Do you want to pay tuition to the market, lose money, and then come saying, oh, why did I lose money? Well, guess what? The biggest risk is not knowing what you're doing. Why would you put your money at risk if you don't even know what the S&P 500 is? You don't even know what a stop loss is. You don't even have rules. Your emotions get the best of you. You deserve to lose money. What do you think this is? Just put your money in, let it go up, and think you were smart? No, you are not able to be a true trader until you can repeat it. So follow me. Did you know no time in history? There's never been a time in history that somebody that had only $2,000 can now day trade. They got rid of the rule. Before, you needed $25,000 to day trade. Now they got rid of that rule. Now you only need 2,000. And on Monday, they got rid of and gave you even more power. The retail trader, me and you, guess what? If you put $2,000 in your trading account, now they give you 4-to-1 leverage. They only hold 25% intraday margin, meaning if Apple was trading at $100, you could actually buy it for only $25. See, you got 4-to-1 leverage. Now you can really boost your returns and accelerate your money. Follow, accelerate. We're trying to make it fast, but we want to make it consistent. So here's the wealth equation, right? Wealth, money, rate of return, number of times compounded. 1% a day, compounded every day. Now you need the wealth mindset. The two wealthiest companies in the world are insurance companies, casinos. You know what they're in the business of? They're in the business of selling probabilities. Are you going to die? Are you going to get in a car accident? No? Give me your money. Every month. Me, every month. They compound that. So what if I told you you could sell insurance on the SPX every day? And if you get into an accident, you collect the premium month after month. Everything is based on probabilities. Sell far out of the money, sell close. It all depends on what your outlook is. Now, you know that wealth equation. You have the wealth mindset. Casinos, they have the edge. Their probability of winning is 55%. By having that edge, that's how they make Las Vegas. The casinos were not built on a losing mathematical formula. What if I told you I'll teach you how to create your mathematical formula in trading, where trading is your business and you become the casino with the 55 to 60% probability where the math is on your side. Now you're taking calculated risk where the odds and probabilities are not against you, but for you. All right. Now that you guys know that it's possible, where are we going to put our money to work? Bank? No, you're too scared. This is a very important topic. Too many people think the stock market is risky. It is risky if you don't know what you're doing. So get educated. A lot of people think options trading is risky. It is risky because you can buy it and you can lose the bet. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know why it goes up and down, you are risking your money. And you know what else is risky? Day trading. Day trading is risky because you're going like this every day, your emotions all over the place. Guess what? If you can combine the stock market with day trading, with options on the SPX, you're taking one of the most riskiest types of trading. But if I can show you how to do it in a disciplined, mathematical, methodical approach with math on your side, you can truly accelerate your wealth. Follow? All right. Taking calculated risk. Another thing is the biggest risk in life is not taking one, right? You single people out there, you're probably too scared to go ask that girl for her number because your ego might get hurt, right? But you got to know when to take risk. If you see an opportunity where you could bet 100 to make maybe $300, you got to take those risks because without risk, there is no reward. Risk is the price you pay for opportunity. And the opportunities in the market are thousands of opportunities every day. Guess what? When the stock goes down, you buy it, you make money if it goes up. It goes down, up, down, up. There's opportunities every day. You risk 100 to make 300. You guys follow? Here's math equation number 3. This is the true trader's edge. When everybody says, what's your edge? The edge is based on math. You guys ready to see the math equation? This is the probability of you having a winning trade times how much money you make. So how much you make on average when you win minus how much on average do you lose when you're wrong. If this thing is a positive number, this is now your edge. This is the equation. What if I told you you're only right 30% of the time. So let's say you place 10 trades. Let's make the math easy. If you're right 30% of the time, you only write 3 times. You're wrong 7 times. Can you still make money? Can you be profitable being right only 3 times, folks? You can. You know why? Tip number 2. No, this is tip number 1, folks. Define your risk. Always define your risk. If you're not defining your risk, you're gambling. Let's say you define your risk at $100 per trade. You lost 7 times, 70% of the time, you lost $700. But guess what? Every time you won, you made $300. So your net profit, $900 minus $700 is a net profit of $200, folks. Divide that by 10, since we placed 10 trades, your expected profit per trade is $20. This is your edge. Every time you place this trade, it's expected on average to make 20 bucks. That is how you accelerate your money. All right. Now that you guys know how to do it mathematically, where can we put these probabilities to work? Trade the SPX. Did you know there's options that you can trade on the SPX? An option is nothing more than a bet, and they expire every day. So you trade 0 days to expiration, you could actually generate money every day using leverage. You could decide how much leverage you want, because instead of the SPX, there's derivatives. There's derivatives all day. We all know about the SPDR. That's the ETF derivative of the SPX. We know that there's the SPYM. This is the smaller version for the retail traders. There's the futures, ES. There's the micro futures, MES. Instead of the SPX, they have the XSP. This is the European style, but they divide it by a factor of 10 so that people like you and me can actually trade it. We're all trading the exact same chart. You know, all these symbols that I just told you guys, they are all from the same market maker. They all have the same chart. So you make as much money or as little as you want. They're all divided into different increments so that it's more affordable to retail traders. Bam. So how do you make money? You got to find the trade, identify opportunities, what patterns. Once you do that, then you got to put in your blueprint in the playbook. The playbook, 5 steps to mastering the trade. Find the trade. 2, build the trade. Select a strategy that matches your outlook and define your risk. How much are you risking for the reward? Is it worth it? Is it risking 1 to make 3? Or maybe it's 1 to make 5? Or flip it around. Are you risking 3 to make 1, but you have an 80% probability of being right? You got to decide. So, number 1, too many people risk adverse. They don't like to take risk. You can't get wealthy. You got to learn to take risk. But don't gamble. You got to take calculated risk. Learn how to lose. Trading will lose. If you don't like to lose, you're going to blow up your account. Losing is inevitable. Any trading system needs to account for losers. Learn how to lose and keep them small. Every loss you take and you try to avoid, you break your rules, it's your ego at fault. Blame yourself. Look in the mirror. There's no one else to blame. Your account value is a direct reflection on your lack of discipline or discipline. Trust in your God. You got to trust something bigger than yourself. That's why I can't trust myself. I got to trust God. I got to pray. Please help me follow my rules. If I break one rule, I'm gambling. This reason why this market is available today, we now as retailers have the margin. We now have access with only $2,000 to do it. Why? Because Kalshi, Polymarket, DraftKings, FanDuel, they're all wanting the piece of the pie. So the market, the SPX, CBOE, Chicago Board of Options Exchange, they said, you know what? Let's drop all these requirements. Let's let everybody play. Let's let everybody eat. But the true reality is 90% are going to lose money. You either know how to do it or you don't know how to do it. Majority are going to lose. You want to be part of the 10% who actually succeed? Come join me. So I'm going to show you a system where you could follow it step by step. Your money management is defined. Your opportunities are defined. And you're going to do it in a system where you track it like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it can be very expensive. But if you treat it like a business, it's going to generate revenue month after month after month. And you can compound your interest. There's never been a time, I'm telling you, I'm about to teach you a super powerful compound trading strategy that will allow you to reach your goals, your financial freedom in a short amount of time. So if you guys like what you guys hear, you guys think that this is actually something that I could get on board with, and you guys trust me, a leap of faith that says, you know what, maybe this guy isn't part of BS. He's actually trying to help me, because really, I'm here to empower the everyday individual, somebody like you and me who don't got a silver spoon in their mouth, but we can actually do it. We can actually bridge that gap between Main Street and Wall Street, right? The wealthy, we can do it. We are here to do good in the world. We're not here to chase after money, right? We're here to pursue happiness above money. That's what join the fam. The first 10 who do it, I'm going to be your coach for free, because this is the beta version. We're going to do it right now. My challenge, 1% a day. Look at the live stream. It's all there. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.